All right, we are live with MMA Radicals Live. This is MMA Eddie. Welcome to the show. If you joined us Monday, we had Leonard Garcia, who fought for the WEC featherweight title Sunday night. Really interesting interview we had with that guy. He is a really, really great guy. Right now we got one of his teammates. We have Nate the Great Marquardt. What's going on?
How's it going? Oh, not much, man. Doing good.
Doing good. All right. So basically, we want to talk about a little bit a range of things with you today. You just came off of your fight with Wilson Gobea. How did that work out as far as your game plan? Did you execute your game plan 100%, or did you a couple of balls in that fight?
I would say overall I did execute my game plan. At the quite a few mistakes that I saw that I made, but I'm happy with my performance, and I'm going to be back to training now, so be fixing those mistakes.
What mistakes would you say that you made?
I would say just technical mistakes. I would say my footwork got a little sloppy a couple times. I was, backing it up quite a few times, and that would probably be the main thing. So I got to make sure, I don't get into that habit.
One of the things that I noticed while you were fighting is that you've greatly improved upon your stand-up. I mean, you've always been known for your ability to pretty much control people to the ground and dominate them physically. But
well, I mean, I've been working very hard on my stand-up for a while now, and I just don't think a lot of people have really seen it, but it's been improving for quite a while now, and at the same time, that was the part that I felt was a little bit sloppy was some of my stand-up in this last fight, but at the same time, overall the game plan and just my experience on the feet, it all worked out. So. Definitely.
Now, one of the things you mentioned after the fight was that, the Nate Marquardt you see now is not the same guy that fought Anderson Silva. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I'm a completely different fighter now, and when I fought Anderson, he was the better man that night, that's for sure, but he didn't fight the guy that you've seen in my last 4 fights. He fought me when, first of all, I wasn't as good as I am now, and I was, there was a lot of things that I've improved as far as my training since then, and mentally I'm just way stronger now, and I'm in a certain sense I'm back to my old self as far as my aggressiveness on the feet and looking to finish the fight. So I'm not just looking to win, or I'm not fighting to not lose. I'm fighting to go out there and knock him out or choke him out.
That is a fantastic goal. See, most people when they fight Anderson Silva just try to stay alive. But my personal opinion is that Anderson Silva is completely overrated. And I'm not saying he's not a great fighter, because he is, and proven it. And a lot of people say, that you can't say he hasn't fought anyone. But I mean, in my perspective, he's completely overrated. It's more hype than anything else. Yeah, he's got an unorthodox style of fighting, but there's always a loophole that you can find. There's always a chink in armor. Do you feel like maybe with what you're doing with Greg Jackson and some of your other training camps that you're finding the chinks in Anderson Silva's armor to capitalize on?
Oh, definitely. Actually, everyone calls him the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, but he's like you said, he's a great fighter, but there's big holes in his game, and it doesn't take a scientist or an expert to figure out what those holes are. You can see them, and you take a guy like George St. Pierre, and you can't find a hole in his game. In my opinion, he's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and I would say I'm right behind him, and I'm I can't wait to get in there with Anderson.
Definitely true. Now, George St. Pierre is my absolute favorite fighter in the world. So you getting to work with him, right there with him and actually, help him train. He helps you train. What is that like, being able to train with the best fighter pound for pound right now?
Oh, it's great, man. I mean, he gives me great training, and he's a great guy. And the thing about George, he'll give you great training in every single area, and he'll bring you places where the guys are, the best in those areas. And I have other teammates that are same too, not just George, but guys like Keith Sardine and Rashad Evans, Shane Carwin. These guys, they're great training partners, and I have quite a few just top level training partners and teammates, but definitely guys like George and Rashad and Keith, who have all fought the best guys and defeated them. That just gives you that confidence going in that if you're training with the best and that they've been there and now it's your turn.
Now, when you train with these people, what is it that you try to do to make them step up their game? Because, I mean, everybody has one thing that they bring to the table and that they bring hard. What do you bring to the table to help your training partners kind of get better for their fights?
Well, I mean, I'm very well-rounded, so, and not just well-rounded, I can actually mimic guys' styles fairly well, so, on my feet, I can fight like a kickboxer, I can fight like a boxer, I can fight like a tall fighter, I can fight like a short fighter, I can be really crisp or really wide, it just depends. So I mean, I'm good in that respect for them, but also, I'm always bringing something new to the table because I'm always working on new things, so I might get this far with Keith in Albuquerque one week, and then, I'll come down later, and I've got something completely new that it takes him a few days to figure out what I'm doing, and that helps all the guys out.
Okay, now it's been a huge thing now since you have won your fight and Demian Maia has won his fight. It's up right now, and a lot of people are wanting to know, who's going to get that next title shot. Is it going to be you? Is it going to be Demian Maia? What do you think would happen if they let you and Demian fight it out to see who was the actual number one contender? How do you see that fight going down?
Oh man, I'd love that. He's he's very dangerous on the ground. Probably one of the most, if not the most dangerous fighters in the UFC right now on the ground, and as far as submissions. And he was able to take down Chael Sonnen. He was an excellent wrestler. So I mean, that would be a very tough fight and dangerous fight in that respect. But at the same time, he's not well-rounded. He's not any good on his feet, and really even his ground game is more suited for submission wrestling. It's not really an MMA style. So I think I definitely have a big upper hand on the experience there.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, you can see with Demian that he definitely lacks in the stand-up. He really can't take a shot as well as a lot of other guys who train more in the stand-up. And as far as getting it to the ground, you can tell he gets flustered with wrestlers that can dominate the position, but he does find ways to get out of it. So
yeah, I mean, plus you take a guy, I fought Dean Lister and I fought Pally Ladies, and those both guys are very tough on the ground. They're very close to the same caliber of submission guys, and if not just as good. And I was able to dominate them on the ground, and even with Ladies, when the first few seconds of the fight when he knocked me down and mounted me, I was able to escape and get back to my feet, and so that I've got a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so I mean it's not the same as the guys that Damian's been fighting.
I appreciate you coming on. I won't take up any more of your time. I know you're an extremely busy man. Right now, I just want to give it to you and let you throw out, a thanks to any of your sponsors or anything you want to mention. Just go for it.
Oh, definitely. I want to thank Tap Out and Six Star Supplements, both my main sponsors. And you can check out my website at natemarquardt.com, and hopefully I'll have a blog up here soon. I haven't been keeping up on my blogs, but I'll get one up there this week. So.
Fantastic. We're all excited to check that out. Get the blog up. You heard him, NateMarquardt.com, and you can check out his sponsors. Probably you have links to your sponsors there. Nate, we appreciate you coming on. Hopefully we can get you on again, man.
All right.
You have a good one.
All right, you too. Take care. Bye.